Hi guys, this is RN Tracy Chu, MD, and today I just wanted to have like another chit chat. So the last time I did a chit chat, it was my 4C hair talk, and today I just kind of wanted to talk about how I'm feeling. Overall, I've been doing pretty well. I actually would say that I'm in a better mood or overall better state of mind than I was last year or even in previous years. So yeah, like overall, I've been really happy. But I've noticed that in the last week, especially after taking the ME, it might have been just like all the energy I put into like studying for the ME. You don't really realize it at the time, like how much you're actually doing until like you're just burnt out after. And so I would call it like my post-ME blues, something like that. And so overall, yes, I'm very like good mood, good energy, but I'm just kind of like stuck. I don't really feel like doing very much. I haven't done a lot of studying in the last couple days following my ME. Like I make an attempt to go to the library, but I just can't really focus. Same with research. I kind of feel like I just feel this feeling like I'm behind. And so I know like with winter coming, like the season change, like a lot of people do feel a little bit down during this time. And so I wanted to like kind of talk about ways that you can get out of feeling that way and or things that I've tried, and hopefully they're helpful to you as well. I actually wrote the things down just because I didn't want to forget anything. So in case I refer back to my paper, I'm sorry. I'm just not really great with remembering all the things I want to talk about. And I'm also a terrible person for going off on tangents. And so hopefully this will like keep me like not being like super tangential, but like we'll just have to see what happens. And so yeah, like overall, I've been feeling happy. Sorry, I'm being so repetitive, but I am like that. I tend to repeat myself. Also, I'm gonna try not to use my hands so much, just because I noticed that that can be a little bit distracting. So I will try to like, like sit down like and be a bit more like tamed. But yeah. Oh, I wanted to show you first before I started talking. Do you see my earrings? Yeah, like I feel like it's just it's time. It's time. I love Mariah Carey, by the way. Like if you see me posting about her, it's not just because I love her because it's Christmas. I love her all the time. Like I'm like I love her all the time. It's getting creepy. No, but like she's great. Yeah, it's getting more creepy. But like all her songs are so good. Like I don't know about people who hate on Mariah, but like she has so many hits. So yeah. But what is the first thing that I want to talk about? So I talked about the weather, that being an issue. And yeah, just feeling like I'm unable to complete some tasks. And we're at the point where, yes, we're talking about how to get out of it. See how without this paper, I would have just been going anywhere. So the number one thing that I wanted to say is let yourself take a break. And so after I finished my mastery exercise, just by the very nature of like how my program is structured, you don't necessarily get a break because of the program itself. So with that, I think you yourself have to take a break. Like if there's additional things you're doing beyond what the program expects of you, maybe at least take some time for yourself. So like do what is required, and then like maybe whatever is extracurricular that doesn't need to be done at that moment, I would let yourself like just breathe, relax. Like there's definitely going to be time to get these other things done. But that's something that I struggle with as well. Like I don't know if it's just like, the household that I was raised in, like just always seeing somebody like working. Like my mom worked a lot. And so I'm just used to like myself as well, like having multiple jobs, just always feeling like I need to be busy. So even following like an exam and then like having class after, I still feel like, okay, I need to go to the library and continue to study. And of course, I'm going to get burnt out after that, right? So yeah, I would say the first thing that you need to do is like schedule, if you need to do it, schedule a time for you to relax so that you can like get ready for the next thing that you have to do. And it's also kind of like running, like, or like any activity. Like you can't just like, even though I don't listen, please, nobody come for me in my Strava. But you can't just be doing 10Ks every single day, right? You need you need to relax sometimes, or else your body won't be able to recover. And then but in all seriousness, then you can't do like a faster 10K the next day. You'll kind of always be stuck at the same pace or kind of be moving slower. So schedule in a break, like, pump the brakes and like actually take some time and do something for yourself, whatever that something for yourself looks like. Number two, don't catastrophize. So that's a new word actually that I learned after, like from psych. So don't start to like think that everything is going wrong, that you'll never be able to finish. Don't have that white and black thinking, like it's all or nothing. Either I got all these tasks done today, or I can't get any of these tasks done. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I've done that. Like I did that this week where I'm just like, oh, I didn't get around to doing my research. So like I couldn't do anything, which is just like a really terrible way to think. Like, even if you don't get that one thing done, it doesn't mean that like your entire day is a mess, right? Like you still, like if you're already even at 6 p.m., you still have the rest of the day to do something productive. So it's really not the end of the world. Sorry if you end up hearing the sirens in the background. They're unavoidable. I live on a busy street, very close to a hospital. So the ambulance is often moving by. So no matter what time I record, that will be happening. But yeah, in case you hear it in the background, hopefully the mic helps with that. But one was just passing by and just, yeah. But yeah, don't catastrophize. And just like a sub thing under that. So maybe like 2A. This is something that I actually learned from one of my really close friends. And he used to say like, nobody cares. And at first I didn't really understand, like, nobody cares. What do you mean nobody cares? And he meant like, really, nobody cares about like what you're doing. And I'm just like, what do you mean nobody cares? Like I used to be like, kind of like, I didn't really understand. And what he was really just trying to say is that people will pay attention for you for like 2 minutes of their interaction with you, or, whatever that is. And then they'll move on with their day. Maybe they'll think about you if you come up in a conversation for like 2 minutes, and then they'll go on about their day. So if you're one of those people who are just like, oh, I can't do this because I don't want to disappoint this person, or I have to do this, I can't let them down, just be aware that like that person might be upset with you for like 2 minutes, and then it'll pass, you'll make up for it, and it'll be fine. And I was kind of going through that. I'm still kind of going through that. But by the time I would have posted this, I would have hopefully gotten past that. I was kind of going through that with my research, like to the point where I kind of just didn't even want to interact with people on my research team because I felt like I'm just not doing anything. I hate when I do that. Like I get into my whiny voice when I'm like disappointed in myself. But yeah, like I just kind of felt like disappointed in myself because I was disappointing somebody else. But I know that I'll eventually get these tasks done. So whether or not I do it like 7 hours earlier or a day earlier, in the grand scheme of things, probably won't matter to them very much. But it just kind of matters to me and makes me feel like, like less than. But yeah, I'm probably thinking about it more than the other person is thinking about it. Another thing, this is just like my way to sneak in podcasts and like Canadian stuff that I like to listen to. But anyways, I saw one of my favorite doctors on another podcast actually like mentioning that with medicine, like in the sense that even your doctor, they're not going to be necessarily thinking like, not being able to go to sleep, like thinking about your situation. They're thinking about you when they're interacting with you. Definitely they care and they're empathetic. But beyond that, they're only seeing you for like 15 minutes of your day, and then you have like weeks and months where you won't be seeing them. So they could only care for you so much. You have to do the rest of the caring, right? So there's only so much somebody else can do, only so much that they can like think about you. And that's okay. Even your family, like you can't like expect them to like care about you more than you care about yourself. Like you have to make sure that you're looking out for yourself first. It sounds selfish, but in the end, everybody needs to look out for themselves first, right? So, because nobody else really cares. You should be the first one to care about yourself and what's going on in your life. So that was the second point. Oh, and this is a tangent that I actually did want to happen, but I almost wasn't going to do the tangent. But yes, Canadian things that I like to listen to. So I saw that podcast, or I saw that doctor on a podcast. It's one of the podcasts that I enjoy watching, Far From Normal. And that's a really good podcast to have like in the background when you're just like kind of chilling, or like I like to like listen to it like on my breaks, like if I'm like cleaning or something like that. That's one good one. I'm gonna like kind of go through the list of the other like GTA, kind of more GTA specific, sorry for the rest of Canada, content creators that I like to listen to, just because I feel like we don't shout each other out enough. Like maybe I just don't notice it, but yeah, like I definitely like to say who I like to listen to, because I feel like you need to support your community. So that's number one, Far From Normal podcast. Number two is Extra Gravy. That's a new one that I actually came across. And the hosts of that show are just so hilarious. Like one of them, I think, is like a professional comedian, so it's no surprise that it's super funny. And I actually came across it just because they had another YouTuber that I enjoy watching. Her name is Sasha, but I think she goes by Sincerely Flaws, or Flaws of Couture. I've been watching her for a long time. I just don't know the YouTube name, but I just know her as Sasha. That's how or that's who she is. So that's how I know her. But yes, so they had featured her in their podcast, and then I saw that, and so yeah, and then so yeah, another number three would be Flaws of Couture, or Sincerely Flaws, and she's really good to watch as well. I just enjoy how genuine she is, and like sharing bits of her life. And I also love that she's married to a Ghanaian, so I see you, sister. And then another one, Relentless Diaries. That's a really good podcast to watch as well. That one is hilarious. And I actually love that they're like more like GTA. I think they're like Scarborough, Mississauga, like Brampton area. So they're not necessarily Port Toronto. And sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but they're hilarious. They kind of just remind me of like being in Brampton. So I always love to like listen to like all of their commentary. And honestly, they can be talking about absolutely nothing and you'll just be there dying. I swear I spent like 10 minutes listening to them talk about vegetables and cleaning chicken, and it was hilarious. So that's another good podcast. And then in terms of like just other content creators, there's also What's with Andy. And he's really funny too. He makes sketches, and like again, like it brings like a Toronto vibe to it, and it just makes it even more funny. And finally, or is this my final one? Yeah, I think it's my final one. Oh no, I have two more. There's Only One Manessa. I love watching her stuff too, just because I love that she takes her mom places, and like it inspires me to like one day want to travel with my mom. Like I've barely ever traveled in my life. A mixture of a lot of excuses and not enough resources. So there's a mix there. Sorry, like my light's kind of like being funny. I'm just gonna pause this for a second. Okay, so I moved my camera, and I'm hoping I'm working with the light. I'm working with like just my like natural light, because I have like a lot of like a really nice window, and so I was trying to like use that. Um, but yeah, like hopefully it kind of stays like this at least for the rest of the video. I don't really have that much more to say. Okay, so I think I had stopped at Only One Manessa, and yes, I was saying how much I love the fact that she takes her mom on trips. I think that's just so cool. And also she's another Ghanaian youth vlogger. And so I feel like maybe I feel connected to her that way. And this is not a weird parasocial like relationship. I've met her in real life. So yeah, she's actually really cool. Okay, but yeah, absolutely love it. Very inspired to like one day go and travel with my mom. And then the last one I think I'll shout out is Tony, I think Oloye. I hope I'm saying her name right, but Tony. But she's a YouTuber as well. Like I was watching her from when I was a bit younger, actually. Well, I don't. Yeah, well, younger. And she used to have like a lot of like fun vlogs, like where, and then she would also do like tutorials. Even though like I wasn't a person that was the best at like makeup, or like I did hair, but I didn't necessarily do like, you know, wigs and all that kind of stuff. I would still watch the tutorials. I'm just like, I just appreciate the artistry. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'm ever going to like necessarily do it, but like, I'm just like, I just enjoy like watching it. And that just kind of speaks to maybe how well put together like her, like the visuals were, that even something I wasn't necessarily interested in doing, I still enjoyed watching. But yeah, just a quick shout out to like a couple Canadian content creators. And it's not even like I just enjoy watching them specifically, or it's not because I support them because they're Canadian. I think I enjoy their content because I can relate to like whatever it is that they're talking about, just the context of it, of them being in my same city or like whatever, same province. I feel like I just find their content a bit more engaging, obviously, right? It's where I'm from. And so, yeah, if they're talking about Brampton, if they're talking about something funny that's going on in Toronto, of course, I'm going to find it that much more funny. So, yeah, you should support your Canadian content creators as well. Okay, so, but yeah, just talking more about like not catastrophizing or not like caring too much about other people think about you. Just to wrap it up, yes, you need to think about yourself more than others, or you will be thinking about yourself more than others are thinking about you. Is what I really mean to say there. And so don't like sit there and like catastrophize and think, oh, I've let this person down, whatever, whatever. Just go about your day and do your best. Just because, again, they're not going to be thinking about it for 24 hours. You will. Okay. Number 3, be adaptable. And maybe this is more specific to people who are in school, but I think it applies to work as well. And so don't let yourself be like fixed in like one way of seeing yourself. So for instance, I think the main thing for me here is being somebody who no longer likes to go to class. And so that's a little bit or very different for me just because my entire identity, like in my undergrad, was somebody who consistently went to class. And because going to class was just seen as something like a good student would do, right? So this is, again, I am like 8 to 10 years older than a lot of my classmates. And so, so yeah, like at that time, we didn't have like pre-recorded lectures or like post-recorded lectures. Like things were not like recorded, so you didn't have access to exactly what your prof was saying. You only had access to your slides. And so if you wanted to actually figure out what was happening in class, and those slides didn't necessarily have a lot of information, by the way, you had to go to class. Like professors would purposely leave sections blank so you would come to class and fill them out. And the only way you could get those filled out slides is if you asked somebody in your class that actually went to class for their notes, or if you knew somebody. And it was even seen as kind of a little bit sketchy. Like I remember seeing people like taking out their phone to like, or like a recorder to like record the lecture. And that was like, you had to like hide that like behind something because it was kind of like, it was just not the norm. And so it's very different from now where there is an expectation that anything missed will be recorded. And that might have been a huge change just after COVID or something. But that just means that I need to switch my mindset, which I actually have, because even as I speak, as I'm recording this, I would think I'm a bad student because I'm missing class, but not necessarily. I've realized that I get a lot more out of my time if I actually watch the lectures back. And the reason for this is just because I'm somebody who always has a lot of questions and I stay fixed on something until I get that question answered. So if I'm in lecture and I'm not understanding something, I'm definitely somebody to raise my hand, but I'm thinking about that question as the professor has already moved on until they answer my question. And so that then again, I'm behind on whatever they've talked about for the next 10 minutes while I was still thinking about this topic. And I find that it's just better for me to, like, number one, watch the videos maybe at 2 times speed if I don't need it to be as slow, but then slow it down when I need it to be a little bit slower, be able to rewind when I need to. And then rather than having to like put my hand up in class and ask a question, I might just refer to my friend Chat and just like get some get some clarification on whatever the section is. I might refer to like Google to like, can I get a better picture of this so I can understand it a bit better? And I just find overall that process is a lot more helpful in really trying to understand the material rather than just trying to posture and show that I'm a good student by physically being there. Even though sometimes I go and I'm so sleepy, I'm not even taking everything in. So that's just one way of me showing that just be adaptable to what's going on in the situation. If there's changes, don't allow yourself to be sad about those changes. Just allow yourself to adapt and keep moving. So that was number 3. So number 4 for getting out of a funk, especially for med students. Actually, this one is more general. Also, I need to change my word from actually, either remove it or just find better ways to describe what I need to say. I find that I'm just using the same words as I'm watching myself, I'm like, okay, I'm picking things up about myself. But anyways, so number 4, empathize without being an empath. Okay, so especially in this time when a lot of people are going to be going through like seasonal mood changes, maybe even seasonal depression, like full on depression, you want to be able to be there for somebody else without changing your mood to reflect that. And I think I'm always somebody who wants to please people, who wants to really show, yeah, like I feel what you're going through. And in the past, I would do that by like genuinely like trying to like dig deep and find something that I'm upset about to relate to where they are at that point. And I don't think that's necessary. I think there's ways to support your friends and family throughout this time and be empathetic about their situation and still like be extremely happy with the situation you're in. Like you don't have to like be sad with others in order to relate with them in this season. I think still, there's this whole thing about being toxically positive. Somebody might label me as that. Like I tend to like try my best to find like the good in something, or like how I want things to be positive as much as possible. But I don't think it's toxic. I think it's something good. I think it's positive. Obviously, I would think that, right? But yeah, like I don't think you need to make yourself sad or like put yourself in a mood in order to support somebody else. So that is my 4th point. So yeah, these are just some general things that maybe I've noticed about myself. So it might be specific to like things that I've noticed, but hopefully this little talk helped you out as well. I might like put in a little bit of clips to make it a bit more festive, just because it is getting closer to Christmas. I got my Christmas tree. It's in a little box. I'm gonna put it up. It's not big at all. It's just kind of nice because it's my first time like having a Christmas tree in my own place. Just because this place is slightly bigger than my old place. My old place was 399 square feet. You kind of turned and you were kind of like in your bedroom and and in the washroom at the same time and in the kitchen at the same time. But now I have just a little bit more space, and it makes a huge difference. So yeah, I just want to make it a bit more like festive, just to kind of feel a bit more cozy in my new place, or my newer place. But yeah, so I'll show you clips of that. Otherwise, I would love to hear ways that you stay out of a funk, or I don't want to like minimalize it and call it a funk, but like whatever it is that you're going through, especially as the season changes. It could just be any season as well. Anything that helps you out, I would love to hear it in the comments. And if you agree with some of the things I said, I would love to hear that. If you disagree, I'd love to hear that as well. But yeah, take care, and I hope you're taking care of your mental health as well. Bye, guys. So I was just about to leave for the library, and then we got our mastery exercise, the exam for neuro. We got our mark back, and the good news is I did pass. So that's big. Woo woo. A pass for us is a 73, and I passed that. So yeah, like overall, we only have, I think, 2 more tests for this part of the course. Like we call it CPC 3. What is it? Something concepts 3. I don't even remember what it stands for. But anyways, so for CPC 3, I think we have like 2 more mastery exercises, and overall, like I've done well enough that I think that I'm probably going to pass. But like I don't think most people, I think most people in our program are people who want to do more than a pass, but you can't always do as well as you would like to do. Like there's going to be definitely areas that people struggle, and some areas that people do better in. And I think neuro for me is just always going to be something that I struggle with. I shouldn't say that. Like I don't think it's always, but I do find it a bit more difficult. No matter how interesting I find neuro just does not love me back. So yeah, so I definitely find neuro interesting, but I tend to not do well in it. Bring back cardio. Where's that? That's what I want to get. That's when times were good. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back just because I mean we still have ophtho, and ophtho's just like, so you probably heard me talk about ophtho already, ophthalmology. So we had that like in neuro, and then we have more of it on its own. and it's just an extension of, not just, but it's like an extension of neuro. So I'm just like, it's still going to probably be quite heavy for me. That on top of the fact that I hate looking at eyes. At first I wanted to like be, mindful about it and be like, oh, I don't hate this, but like we had a dissection for the eye. I'm not grossed out by much. Like, I'm a nurse that's worked in like every unit. I can do like ostomies. I can do like basically anything. I'm comfortable with all types of bodily fluid, whatever. Dissecting an eye, I said my partner can handle that one. My partner can do it. Like, as things were coming out of the eye, I said, I'm good. I'm okay. So, but yeah. So that on top of the fact that I don't even like seeing eyes, like I don't like seeing diseased eyes. Those freak me out. I'm so sorry. Like, obviously, let me be sensitive because there are people that have these, but like, this is something that is hard for me. I think everybody has their things. Again, my apologies. I don't mean to be insensitive to anybody who has any type of ocular issues, any kind of diseases. It's not specific to diseases. I generally just am not comfortable with the eye to the point where I don't even like to touch my own eye. If there's an eyelash in there, that's the end for me. Like, it's just going to be in there forever. I don't wear contacts because I don't want to touch my eye. So yeah, that's not specific to a diseased eye. My apologies there. Don't like vomit, different bodily fluids. For me, it's the eye. And so I will try my best. But yeah, it might be a little bit rough. But yeah, just a little bit of an update. So we just finished the BMSA OSCE, and I'm just going to get you to hear from some of our BMSA leaders. So would you guys be able to tell me what BMSA is and tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so I'm Hafsaba. I'm the co-president for the BMSA at UC.
I'm Nefemi. I'm the second co-president.
I'm Mariana. I am the executive for Black Learner Experience.
Yeah, so the BMSA is just one of the chapters of BMSA within the BMSAC, or the Black Medical Students Association of Canada. And we're just an organization that's meant to help medical students within medical school, but also to share about opportunities and how to get into medical school with the general community.
We also do a lot of outreach for like health outreach with Black communities, what they want to know about their health. We do some student outreach, like Hepzibah mentioned, with people in middle school and high school who are interested in medicine. And then we also do a lot to help our students that are currently in medical school excel and succeed. And so that's why we have our Black Learner Experience position, in which Ariana is the lead. And so today was an endeavor that she spearheaded.
Yeah, so Black Learner Experience, as Nev mentioned, is really about supporting our students. So today we were helping our first years prep for their first clinical exams. So the OSCE, which, as this is going to be their prep, it's called the MOSCE, and they did a really good job. So we're really happy about the support we're able to provide them.
Yeah. So that's us. So check us out on Instagram at U of T BMSA. Yes. Woo!
Hey guys, so I just got back from the library. It is about 11 o'clock, or just almost 11 o'clock. I think it's about 10:40-ish. And so I wanted to get my tree put up finally. I've been holding off for a little bit. That's the box right over there. And so I'm hoping I can put this together and you guys can join me while I put my tree together and finally have my apartment look a little bit like, there's a little bit of some holiday spirit. I don't know, some Christmas cheer. I don't know, something happy in here so it doesn't just look really bland. Anyways, yeah. And also I did talk to, my friends and my mom, about how I felt about my grade, just because I am one of those people who will think about it. Honestly, I think a lot of people in my program must be like that. just because we're coming from a place of having to have gotten into med school and having had to like maintain like high averages, high GPAs. And so I know it, like a lot of us take it to heart when we don't perform well, even though we don't have to perform as well in terms of like the grade itself as we did back in undergrad, or like if you had a master's program or PhD. But still, I think a lot of us, including myself, I'm very attached to the grade, even though I'm logically aware that that's not the most important thing. That's the most important thing in the clinical practice. But anyways, like I had to talk to my mom about it, and she's just like, well, you passed and you're in med school. You always do well on your tests. Like, you don't have to stress yourself out so much. She thinks I stress myself out too much, which I probably stress myself out a lot, but relative to other people in my program, I don't know, probably there is variation, but I'm sure a lot of people like feel kind of sad when they're just like, you know, they're a little bit lower than what they would have expected in their undergrad. But anyways, overall, I'm feeling a lot better. I was able to study a little bit with my friends. As you saw, I got to go to the BMSA event, their MOSCE. So that's a mock OSCE. And so like we're kind of just helping them to get ready for like their clinical assessments, basically, just a mock of it. I love being like a standardized patient or anything where I get to like act. As you saw, like when I was doing rhesus floors, like I even liked just being in the background and being able to manipulate some kind of simulation. There's something very wrong with me, but I get excited when somebody's like not getting something. So today, like I was like doing like, you know, I was being a standardized patient, and I was like purposely trying like to do things to like trip up the students, which is just like, it's already a stressful situation. Why am I doing that? No, this thing will not do this again. Stop. I'm talking to the tripod. I thought I had it figured out. Okay, I think we're good for now. But yeah, so like I always like try to do something to like to just make sure that they can like, you know, try to catch something that's wrong. I think that's really good for learning too, if you like throw people off a little bit. And also I like to be a little bit of a prankster, so yeah. In case I'm ever a standardized patient for you, just make sure you're looking out for everything in the environment, because I have a prank somewhere. And like on me as well, maybe I'm doing something to like throw you off. But yeah, but it was a lot of fun. They all did really well, and I hope they all kill their MOSCE. I'm sure they will. They were already doing great, and they still have like a good week to prepare for it, so they're gonna kill it. But yeah, so now it is time to put the tree together. So let's see if this thing will follow me properly. Let's see. It's following me. It's following me. I feel like it's gonna be like shaky though. Like it seems like it kind of like it stalls. I don't know how that's gonna come across when I'm actually looking back at the video, but we'll see. Okay. So, oh please don't, no. I talk to it like it's like my pet. Like, cause it kind of like, hey, it kind of like, I don't know, has a mind of its own, of course, cause yeah, do you see that? It's doing that thing. Stop it. Is this considered a threat? Stop. Don't do that. Ooh, it's kind of cute. So I got it off Amazon. Okay. Oh, I don't want to have, I'm gonna have to stop this from moving. It's just not doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so I don't know if I can show you. I'm just gonna have to do everything manually now. Okay, gonna bring it down. Let's see. Yeah, it already comes like pre-decorated, I guess. I honestly didn't know from the picture how, like, if all the ornaments would already be there. But I feel like this is going to be pretty self-explanatory to put together. As you know from my other vlogs, I'm a stubborn person. So I'm definitely one of those people that don't like to look at instructions and figure it out, and then look at the instructions afterwards once I haven't figured it out. So I'm going to do my first attempt without the instructions. And that's probably why I still don't know how to use this tripod.
I never looked at the instructions.
Okay. Come on, this is pretty easy. It's just like a stand and it can't go wrong. Do you have faith in me? Is it gonna go wrong? Let's see. It's just a stand. Don't know what the gloves are for, but I might as well use them because maybe it's hard to like put the things together. Come on! Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Okay. You've been struck by. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. The smooth criminal. How come this has. Okay. Please remove. Huh. There we go. Peekaboo. Okay. Oh, that's so cute. I have Christmas in my house. It's kind of funny because like I'm not really like in terms of Christmas, I'm not really a person that like we don't really do the whole like gift giving thing, like or like when we were younger, like my mom would do it sometimes, but we stopped it really quickly. So I've never really cared so much about gifts, but I really do. I don't know. I really appreciate like decorations and all that. Like I don't know why that kind of stuff always excites me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just fluffing out all the branches. But basically it's come together pretty quickly. Like it was a very easy like 2-piece, but it is only like a 5-inch Christmas tree, but that's really all I needed. My apartment's too small for like something bigger. It would just take up too much space. Now I want to have like a girls' night. Like I want to invite like girls over for like something. Maybe. I honestly still have never had like since I moved in, and I moved in like the summer, I still have not had like a anything, like nobody over, to be honest. Like not really anybody except my friend that helped me to move in. That's a lie. I had one of my other friends. She's somebody I knew from like childhood. Shout out to her. She's working really hard right now. But yeah, I think that's like the only two people that have been to my apartment. So yeah, I'd love to have like some of my other girlfriends over. It's just a matter of time. Like once school starts, I don't really feel like like having people over. Like yeah, like I'll maybe like make an attempt to like go out to things, but like I don't know. I feel like if you're hosting something at your own house, it's just so much more work. So like not that you have to do much, but just having to be the host, like just in the very like being the one that has to like make sure that people are comfortable in your home. That takes energy. Okay, I'll catch up back with you guys once I put it in the corner. So I'm really hoping this lights up properly. I don't know if I'm missing a piece, but at that point I will refer back to the instructions that I never read. So I'm just gonna put it like right here. So actually I'm just gonna move my couch a little bit. Room for it. I think that should be good. I don't know why this is here. Yikes. Okay. Ah, we have light halfway. I'm missing something. I knew there was a piece at the bottom that I knew there was supposed to be a connection to. Oh man, where is it? We have lights! The loop, me, I want a hula hoop. Can't hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. I'm so excited. I have a Christmas tree. I don't decorate, so it's kind of exciting. Or I haven't decorated in a couple years, right? So yeah, it feels so cozy, guys. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me putting up my Christmas tree. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, you know, me talking about how I'm feeling about school. I hope you guys can relate. And I hope you guys enjoyed me sharing about like some of my favorite Canadian content creators. And please, if you have any other content creators that you would recommend for me to watch that are Canadian, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And yeah, take care, and I will see you guys another day.